It's 11 p.m. You tell yourself, just one more video, but suddenly, boom, 3 hours vanish. TikTok, YouTube, Reels, they pull you in effortlessly, yet the moment you think about studying, you feel tired, bored, ready to quit. Before you blame yourself, stop. You're not lazy. You're not undisciplined. Your brain has been hacked. In this video, I'll show you how to hack it back using the same dopamine system that keeps you glued to your phone to reveal how to make studying addicting in a way that feels natural. Sounds crazy, I know, but it's completely possible. You don't need iron discipline. You just need to understand how dopamine works and use it to turn studying into something you can't resist. But before we can make studying addicting, we must lower social media dopamine, otherwise nothing will stick. Scrolling gives your brain a giant dopamine buffet. Meanwhile, studying is slow, quiet, and understimulating in comparison. So, when you try to study, your brain rejects it, not because you're lazy, but because it's used to higher dopamine spikes. Dopamine detox here does not mean quitting social media. It simply means reducing fast spikes so your brain can appreciate slow, steady dopamine from studying. What's the better method? Start your day without scrolling to give your brain a calm baseline instead of a dopamine punch. Turn off notifications so those tiny spikes stop pulling you away. And keep your scrolling inside 1 or 2 fixed blocks instead of letting it drip into your brain all day. Do this for a couple of days and something shifts. Your brain, starved of its usual dopamine buffet, becomes grateful for smaller meals. And that's when study rewards finally start to feel good instead of boring. But still feels painful if what you're learning is either way too easy or way too hard. Social media solves this. With personalization, the algorithm keeps showing you things that are just right for you. So we're going to steal that idea. The better method is to build your own mini-study algorithm, learning at the right level, in the right style, for the brain you actually have. Aim for that just right difficulty, where most of it makes sense and a small part challenges you. Set goals your brain can actually win, not fantasy ones. Connect those goals to the things you already love or excel at. When you link a study task to your hobbies, your interests, or your natural strengths, your brain instantly pays more attention and starts feeling like something that belongs in your world. And whenever boredom hits, don't blame yourself. Adjust the material, break it smaller, or switch to a clearer resource. Once study content feels made for you, your brain treats learning like its favorite topic feed. Now, we're going to borrow the most addicting part of social media, the fast, bite-sized content. Scrolling feels amazing because every piece is short, instantly understandable, and gives your brain a tiny hit of, "Oh, I get this." Meanwhile, most people treat studying like a 2-hour movie with no breaks and no feedback. No wonder their brain bails. So instead, turn your study session into a learning feed, small pieces, fast wins, constant feedback. Break the material into tiny units your brain can digest in seconds. Think of each idea as one card, one concept, one formula, one definition. Then study in short rounds where each cycle feels like telling your brain, just one more swipe. At the end of each mini round, check yourself with a quick test, a flashcard, a tiny quiz, even one simple question. Get it right, and you get that dopamine hit of "I've got this." Get it wrong, and you get clarity, not anxiety, because now you know exactly what to fix. And you keep repeating that rhythm. Learn, test, tiny win, next chunk. Every 30 seconds, your brain is either understanding something or verifying it. Never lost, never overwhelmed. Studying now feels like scrolling a feed of short, rewarding wins, not a long, painful session. So far, we've lowered fast dopamine, personalized the content, and turned it into our favorite feed. But we're still missing the secret ingredient that makes scrolling so addictive. Social media hooks you with 2 kinds of rewards: the instant hit and the unexpected surprise. A like, a comment, a view, and once in a while, that one video that lights up your brain. Most students never get either from studying. So, of course, the brain chooses the app. The thing most people miss is that you can build rewards directly into your study system without making it childish. Start with instant rewards. Use tools that give you feedback the moment you answer a flashcard that flips green, a quiz app that says correct. Every tiny success sends a pulse of dopamine that tells your brain, yes, do more of this. Then layer in small, fast wins. When you finish a 5-minute focus block, give yourself a breath, a stretch, a sip of cold water, or just the satisfaction of checking a box. It sounds simple, but your brain loves completion. And now, add the secret weapon, randomness. Create a few fun rewards for yourself and draw one only after a couple of good study rounds. You never know which one you'll get, and that unpredictability keeps your brain engaged. It's the same psychology behind loot boxes and surprise videos. You're not fighting your wiring anymore, you're using it. When you combine instant wins with unexpected ones, studying doesn't just feel good, it becomes fun. The dopamine hits come fast enough to keep you moving and unpredictable enough to keep you curious. And this is the moment where everything finally clicks into place. We've built the system. Now it's time to make it automatic. Think about how you open social media. It's a reflex. You don't plan it. You don't negotiate with yourself. Your brain just runs the habit loop cue, action, reward, repeat. Studying can run on the same loop, but most students make one mistake. They try to force it with motivation. And when motivation slips, everything collapses. So here's the simple study loop you're going to wire in. First, choose a cue, one small signal that always starts your study session. Maybe it's pouring a glass of water, sitting in your usual spot, or hitting your focus playlist. Whatever you pick, keep it consistent. Your brain loves patterns. Then comes the action. Don't aim for a 2-hour sprint, just 5 focused minutes. Using the microlearning method, tiny chunks, quick feedback, fast wins, and finally, the reward. When those 5 minutes are done, give your brain a clear, well done. Check a box, take a breath, grab a tiny reward, or simply say done. This closes the loop, and every loop makes the next one easier. You can stack this reward with the instant dopamine boosts and random rewards you learned earlier. That's how you turn studying from a fight into a reflex. Do this loop at least once per day, even on small days. If you remember nothing else, remember this: consistency beats intensity. Once the loop is formed, studying stops being a fight. It becomes automatic. You started this video wondering, can I really get addicted to studying the way I get addicted to scrolling? Now you have the answer. This is the moment everything flips. Don't stop here. You've learned how to make studying addicting, now learn how to make it unforgettable. Click the video on your screen. It's the perfect follow-up to what you learned today. This is Peak Razor. Let's build productivity systems that win daily.